And we are coming down in three, two, one. Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. Rat of a Red Baron here, joined by...
The Rat of Red Baron here.
Yes, I'm talking to myself in the mirror. I'm actually sitting, looking at myself, and I have a different voice. It's really weird.
Yeah, it sounds like you're deaf.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, we did the same thing like 2 weeks ago. We started off basically the same exact way.
I am the hearing aid of souls.
Yes, he is. In fact, the hearing aid of Souls has a really cool device. Basically, he's got Bluetooth built into his head.
Yeah, people are jelly of it.
I'm a little jelly.
Just go get a fucking Baja implant.
A Baja implant, huh?
I don't know if they'll just let you do it, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, like, yours, like, serves, like, a medical purpose. Like, I feel like I'd be, like, a real douche. Like, give that to me. I want the TV in my head, know what I'm saying?
You can. There's, like, a microphone they make. You put it right next to the TV.
I mean, it is cool. I mean, that's how you do a lot of the shows, right? You could just kind of, like, hear...
I mean, I don't really do it as much as I used to. Like, I just kind of got accustomed to everything sounding the way it is.
Well, that's fair. But it was also, too, like, that aha moment when you got it done. You're like, oh, wow, so this is how it works?
Yeah. It was weird. When I first got it, I was, like, in awe of how loud everything was.
This is what the real world sounds like.
Kodai Senga, overrated.
I mean, he's all right. It's definitely got a lot to prove still.
Yeah, faced the Marlins twice. Doesn't count.
Well, he lost to those said Marlins.
He did.
But yes, we are here. I think the Riddler will join us. The other two guys, who knows? We missed 2 weeks of shows. This is the first time back. Just the way it sort of happened. People were busy the first week, and then I worked late the next. So, we're a little off our game.
And people were tired from the week before.
You know, we celebrated, your birthday last weekend. I think it was last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend.
Actually, the week before that.
Yeah, whatever. All the days blend together.
Doesn't it feel like it was just yesterday that we were at the park?
It does. I remember, like, after that day, and then going to work in Rhode Island the following day, I'm like, oh my God, just shoot me.
I can imagine.
Just walking around, and it's something about just, like, playing disc golf in boots that, like, aren't, like, tied properly, that all that extra, like, forces on your shins, because, like, I'm a jerk. It's
the bottom of the feet that always gets me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you and I are in
the bottom of my feet just always kill me after.
Yeah. I mean, you and I are in the same camp. A flat course is the best course.
Yeah, except Panthorn.
Why, just it's so long?
Yeah, we played 5 hours of the same course.
Yeah. And also, we had a bunch of people, and that just makes it so long. That was definitely the longest disc golf day we've ever had.
Yes, it was.
For multiple reasons, but it was still a good time.
I mean, if you guys wanted to know, 5 out of the 6 people were not feeling themselves.
But I will say, like, I don't know if you felt this way. I was saying this to somebody, like, that was a much needed, like, hangout session. I feel like we hadn't had a group hangout, like, that had that type of Pittsburgh trip type feel. I don't know. For me, it was, like, rejuvenating. As corny, as lame as that may sound, I walked away from your birthday thing. I was like, you know what? I needed that.
Yeah, it was great. I was very happy. Jeff was there.
Yeah, Jeff is there. Jeff is a potential to be on this show. I don't know if it's going to happen, but he was asking about it the other day.
Yeah, it just depends on what time he gets out of work.
Yeah, we could do this at work.
Martin back?
Question mark.
TBD?
But yeah, so we're here. We're doing our thing. You having anything to drink?
Iced tea?
Oh, iced tea. Give us the brand.
Stu Leonard's.
Still, we're gonna peel back the curtain here. I knew this going in, but I wanted the audience to know. You know,
Stu Leonard's iced tea.
Soul's winning the big Stu Leonard's kick, and got a lot of good food, and the iced tea here is complimentary to all that. Drinking out of the jug direct, or did you pour glass?
Oh no, I'm drinking out of the jug.
Yeah.
No one drinks it.
That's the way to do it. A real man's move right there. I am wrapping up my Sierra Nevada IPA packs. I brought all 4 down. I've had them forever now. I'm going to just finish this off. I'm beginning with the Atomic Torpedo Imperial IPA. And I'll review all of them at the very end, but I've reviewed them all in previous shows, so don't expect anything better than those. Toast of Excellence.
Toast of Excellence. You think after years of doing this, I would think to pick one?
Right? I'm the same way, though.
Toast of Excellence to... it's been so many weeks.
I got one if you need a minute.
Go ahead.
All right. I saw this recently, and then I saw it again today. My toast is to Larry Fitzgerald. I learned that after his 7th year of playing in the NFL, he started doing like internships with like businesses and bigger companies. And to this day, he's still doing it. Like I don't know if he just reaches out on his own or if other places like kind of got wind of this and asked him if he would come do an internship there. But I saw he's doing one with, I believe, JP Morgan Chase. I don't know in what capacity, but I thought that's kind of cool. Like, you know, a guy who has had a Hall of Fame career in my mind to continue, like, and not even just like going back to school, but to be like in the workforce and just doing random things. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, you took mine.
No way.
Yeah, you right.
It would be funny though if he just like didn't even hesitate and just repeated exactly what I said.
Toast of Excellence to baseball being back full swing.
Yes, sir. Basically, week and a half in.
Yeah.
Everybody to this point has basically played 9 games.
I'm around there. I guess I could say that because we haven't had a show since this opening day.
Yeah. That kind of works out.
Hey, I'm going to read you the bottom 3 of the Blue Jays lineup. You tell me if you know who they are. All right. Will Wagner.
Nope.
Billy Wagner's son.
Is that true?
Very true. I think it's funny how the Blue Jays just keep getting the sons of former big leaguers.
Yeah, that's like a lot of them.
Nathan Lukes.
So that's a guy at one point was a made up player in the show. So I can't say yes or no.
Alan Roden.
That's another like familiar name, but I'm gonna go with no. Never heard of that guy.
Oh man. Marlins had men at first and second and it grounded out into a double play.
Hey,
The Marlins.
Mets pitching staff, well, more so bullpen, been best in baseball through 9 games. It's a long season. I get it, but I'm just trying
Who's
to.
that big dude besides Jordan Romano?
Wait, one more time?
The Phillies have been good besides Jordan and Romano.
That guy has just been a turd.
He's so bad. Pretty frustrating.
But hey, big series for the Phillies. Facing off with the Dodgers, who are the modern day nemesis, and winning that series. That's nice. That even though baseball is just different now with playing all the teams, It's nice to have those.
Yeah, it's good for the sport.
And it's in a lot of ways. I'd be curious to know, like if last season had gone differently, what that NLCS would have been like. You
Well,
know,
hopefully we're there this year.
well, for your sake, but I certainly hope not.
I hope you stub your toe tonight.
That's not nice. I would never wish that upon you.
Yes, you would.
No.
Don't lie to me.
I would wish like you to to make yourself like a can of soup, and then like you go to you take that first spoonful, and when you let the spoon into the bowl, it kind of like slips in, so the majority of the handle gets wet by the soup. That's what I hope happens to you.
Hey, do you know the starter for the Red Sox?
Which one?
Because I don't. His name is last name is it's Richard Fitz.
Sounds like a fake guy to me.
Yeah. Sounds like he's throwing your foot, you know what I'm saying?
Baseball is notorious for made up people. Football a little bit. Football is just like a guy can become popular, and then another guy with the same last name shows up the next season. That's the NFL messing with people for sure. But baseball, made up. Just guys that just don't really exist.
Singing Ayo.
Like basketball doesn't suffer from that.
Because basketball sucks.
Yeah, kind of.
Weird fucking series for the Yankees Tigers. 2 game. So they play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Latest game is 3 o'clock.
Well, they had to change that because the weather in Detroit is going to be so crappy. They're trying to take advantage of the warmest parts of the day. Because those were all going to be night games, but because of how crappy it's going to be, they jumped them all up.
Did they?
Yeah, I heard that today.
Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing.
This time of year, I can totally see that because, yeah, the days are getting longer and there's a little bit more sunlight, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm not upset, and kind of wish during the first 2 to 3 weeks of the season there were more day games.
I think your day game.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Don't
And
say I didn't do nothing for you.
that's true. I kind of I'll miss too. It's a little bit different nowadays, but because the lighting in stadiums is so much better. How the Cubs were kind of their hand was forced to have more day games. Just
Yeah.
I kind of wish that was a thing in more of baseball. It's just I don't know. It's kind of a cool thing.
Because I work during the day. Like most Americans.
Well, right, but I'm not saying a 1 o'clock start on a Wednesday because that'd be awful. But if a game were to start at 4 o'clock on a weekday, and most 9 to 5ers are getting out at that time anyway, so maybe you only miss the first 2 innings of the game. You get home and you have something to
It would make
watch.
sense for the company, dude.
What's that?
It would make sense.
What do you mean?
They make maybe 6. People can get home and watch it.
All right, and I'm not advocating for every day, just more
You're
sprinkled in.
advocating.
Listen, you don't know
You're
what I'm
bad.
you don't know what I'm advocating for.
You're advocating as a bad fan.
I disagree.
I don't think you know what I mean.
I will say though, I am bad fanning it a little bit because uh, I need to get some better way to watch games because now that the thing I was using ran out, I got to talk to Massey about renewing it, but it's impossible to get SNY.
Why don't you renew it?
Well, because it's not just a credit card anymore. It takes Bitcoin or something else, like a Cash App type situation. And I'm kind of a little bit already this program, which I'm not going to say over the air, but it's already kind of complicated, and it's just it's different when it's just all right, it's a credit card payment, but then it's I'm not really trying to get, I don't know, Bitcoin or any other type of cryptocurrency just to have this thing. It's awesome. I could get any baseball, I can get any sporting game I wanted, I could watch. TV from anywhere in the world. But
So you should do it.
as great as it is, like I don't want to buy Bitcoin just for this.
I mean, it doesn't sell on SNY, but the MLB baseball app is only $30 a month.
But I need my Gary, Keith, and Ron.
I'm trying to think like Hulu has it.
So I have access to my parents' Direct TV app, but I think because of where they live, I tried this. They get SNY, but it's a different type. You have to unlock something, and I tried it on their profile and mine, and it doesn't work because I think because they live in Wallingford, it's just out of like the New York marketplace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hulu has SNY.
Well, Hulu has live sports, not a sponsor.
So I think you should. Don't you have Hulu?
No, I don't have Hulu.
Buy Hulu, bitch.
I can't. Well, look, it's early on. I got I saw the game that was on Fox, but obviously not all the games are gonna be on Fox. So I got to get this figured out sooner rather than later.
Well, I'm looking it up.
I downloaded the SNY app, but as soon as I did that, it's like, oh, sorry, we don't support this anymore, like on this platform. And then it referenced me to an MLB app that I have on my Fire Stick, and when I go on there, it's just you can only watch whatever game they're highlighting. Like all the games are available, but you can't select it. You know what I mean? It's very random. So this year I've seen some Detroit Tigers baseball. I've seen 2 Brewer games, which is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, they're bad at pitching.
And Christian Yelich just reminds me of Sid from Toy Story.
Oh, there is.
How is it that guy does like not age?
Because he's blessed, Kendall.
Aren't we all so blessed?
No.
Yeah, that's fair. Can't dispute that. But yeah. Anyway, I got to figure something out fast. I haven't had a chance to talk to Massey. I wanted to do it when we saw everyone, but it just wasn't. We were all hanging out doing stuff, so I didn't want to have like a technological conversation at the time. I just got to talk with him or give him a call, see if he has any advice. If not,
I would
then
just do it.
well, then it's my other option is I would just get Hulu or whatever.
Oh, I mean, I got a couple kids that are huge Mets fans.
It's
How
one of
can you?
like I'm not the type of guy either that I'm gonna be like searching around for. I used to do that with football games. Like you're searching for links, and then you find a link that's okay, and then you like screencasting from an iPad to a TV. It's just a nightmare. I'm not doing that. I have I ended up buying. Do you remember this? This was a couple years ago. I bought a satellite dish for the house, and
Well, no, I know that.
but I mean, it was great for a while, but you only just get the air TV. So like, I could get like if the Mets were like on Pix 11, I could like maybe get that game, but like that's another thing. They're not on Pix all the time. So I got to figure that out. But like we talked about, it's about 9 games into the season. What are like some of your thoughts thus far in this young season?
Um,
Anything and everything. Just what comes to mind?
well, so far, the Dodgers look like the Dodgers are supposed to.
What is
Um,
the Blake Snell injury? What's the extent of that?
it's just Blake Snell doing his thing early.
He just put him on what, the 15 day?
Yeah.
Yeah, just Some typical Blake Snell behavior.
So if you buy MLB TV, Kendall,
Hmm.
SNY has a separate package.
Now, what do you mean by that? Like what?
Take off.
So I just be curious when you say like a separate package. I don't know.
Edison,
Like,
here. Huh? Do you want the bottle?
I don't want the bottle. I certainly don't. I got
Yes, you do.
I got plenty of bottles.
Babel is a puppy.
Now I want to know what's going on with a bottle. I think the people listening want to know.
It's for the dog's ears.
Ah, dog needs eardrops. Well, give her the eardrops, man. Like, people are waiting.
She's not shaking her head.
But it it's the fun time of year where I think people who are the casual fan, they really lean into this time of year, and you'll see quickly the people who hang around versus the ones who don't. People get really excited for opening day and like the first weekend of baseball, and then the people who care definitely thin out. And I think we'll see that in the next couple of days of that happening. It doesn't have the same whole, like, enough people play fantasy baseball, but it doesn't have the same like foothold on people that fantasy football does. Like I could tell you right now, I've done a bad job in my fantasy, and it's just not for lack of trying. It's just I got to get on my game. I finally set an alarm on my phone to set my lineups because that's what it's going to take.
Well, I'm pretty good at checking it.
Well, don't rub it in or anything.
So it's $24.99
For what, MLB.TV?
for SNY a month.
But through the MLB package?
MLB TV.
So that's all it would cost.
$24.99 a month. Yeah.
And so you just get the games, or you get everything that SNY has?
You get SNY.
As the full channel.
I would assume so.
Like, not that I'm looking to watch other stuff other than games. I used to be a big SNY, just everything. I watched all the crappy original programming, but not so much anymore. Well, then I'll consider that. I want to get a definitive from the mass first before I make my decision, but I don't want to wait too long. I'll probably give it like by this week. If I don't have an answer, then I'm just going to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah, as you should.
All right, guy. Like, I'm still keeping tabs. Like, I'm the ESPN Gamecast or whatnot. But in general, too, like, for the most part, if the game's not wrapped up by 9 o'clock and it's in the 7th inning or whatever, a lot of times I'm just going to bed because I have to.
Vern had to not have to.
Listen, man, I can't. Those mornings come early.
I know. I gotta go in at 5:30 tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yeah, that sucks.
But it's okay. You know why?
Why is that?
I'll be watching the game regardless and finishing.
Hey,
You know why?
why is that?
We're a good fan.
Yeah, but the difference is, like, you get to just kind of, chill out on the way in. Like, I go in and then I'm faced with a 2-hour ride right out of the gate.
That's your fault.
Kind of. But I'm just saying.
You decided to do that.
I did. I did decide to do
You
it.
should just start not doing it
Yeah, but I like it.
because you're a queerosexual.
I was, that reminded me. I was talking with,
You're talking with.
I was talking with Rebecca, and she asked me what I thought was like the most famous or like most noteworthy Family Guy like clip of all time. I was curious what you think it is.
Can we like clip?
Yeah, or just like a moment that even if like you don't watch Family Guy, like a moment or something that you think
I'm
everybody would
sure
know.
the mama thing's pretty high up there.
That's what I said. I think the Stewie talking to Lois, the mom has got to be the most like, noteworthy thing of all time. That's immediately what I said when she asked me.
Like, you see that everywhere.
I would think maybe I'm trying to think of another close. Like I'm not gonna say the fighting the chicken because there's so many of those. But people, I think
Yeah.
people definitely know that. I mean,
Um.
the problem with us is we like all the obscure things. Like I tell you, like I can't remember what season it is, but the one where they're doing the, I think it's the McStroke episode, and they're going to the McBurgertown headquarters, and
Yeah.
you know the guy who's walking with Peter and Brian goes, "Now, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom in about 30 minutes because I eat a lot of red meat." Just kills me every time I hear it.
Give you one straw penny.
A whole strawpenny? But the queer or sexual when they go down to when they go down to Texas to hide out when they think Stewie's the devil.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Family Guy gets away with everything, and people are okay with it.
Oh yeah, there's some wild stuff that is said, and it's like the constant. I mean, the amount of 9/11 jokes that are made like every season is unbelievable.
Like, they get away with like trans shit and all that stuff,
Yeah, it's
and it's okay.
yeah. I always like there's like a certain group of people that like are like anti Family Guy, and I think you know, and I just don't understand. Like but they'll like other shows that are similar, and like don't get me wrong, I do like The Simpsons, I like Bob's Burgers, I like all those shows, but like how are you gonna like defend certain shows like that, but then like demonize Family Guy or say whatever negative about it? Because like this they're that close.
People that think South Park is better than Family Guy are stupid.
And that's something like I like South Park too, but then there's people like the big South Park fans that like gang up on Family Guy fans. Like it's stupid. Like
South Park's worse than Family Guy.
I mean, it South Park has its place. Like there's a lot of South Park stuff that I like a lot. There's some pretty funny stuff. Like, but for me, I don't really like the older episodes of South Park. I don't. Nothing to do with like the content or the artwork or anything like that. It's just I don't know. It's to me, I really started enjoying South Park from. I can't even think of a good benchmark. Like kind of when they started like focusing on like things that are like happening in the news and they started adapting it to episode premises. That's when I really started like really enjoying the episodes. Like you have to see, Kyle, when they were kind of profiling when Donald Trump ran for president the first time. They kind of did. They had. Oh my God! I'm blanking the guy's name. I'm blanking on the name. This is embarrassing. Oh my God! The teachers.
Biden?
No. It's not. It's not Mr. Mackey. It's the teacher. Just he does Mr. Hat and all that. Mr. Garrison. They kind
Same
of.
guy.
What's that?
The same dude.
They have him kind of like follow like the Trump like outline of like of him like becoming him without referencing Trump like directly. the whole series is the whole season is hilarious. I think you would really enjoy it.
Let me tell you, the guys that created South Park made a movie called Basketball.
Oh yeah,
That movie is ridiculous.
that's a movie that I'll never go out of my way to like watch it. But if I stumble on it on a random channel, I'm locked in.
When's the last time you've watched it?
Last time I saw basketball, I was probably actually still living at home. So I mean, we're talking. God, I don't know.
2021.
No, I think it was before that.
Were you living in Milford during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
You suck.
See, you know what? You really missed out, especially during the pandemic, is that you didn't have Instagram. But for the first few weeks, I filmed my golf show on our Instagram page.
I saw it. Paul lived with me.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, now give me 35 push-ups.
No. I'd much give you $35 before I give you 35 push-ups.
All right, I'll take $35.
I'd much rather give you 35 push-ups before I give you $35. I think you misheard me.
Hello.
It's the Hostess Cupcake.
You know, nobody texted me to see if we were ready.
Ooh, my bad.
I was sitting here like waiting, like, oh, I have all the time in the world.
I was saying that you weren't going to be on tonight.
I did not say that.
Oh. I would have been sooner, but I was having dinner with some very last-second guests.
Ooh, what did you have for dinner?
Oh, just some macaroni and cheese and some steak tips.
Oh, very nice.
Paul, you owe me 35 push-ups for being late.
I owe you 35 push-ups for what?
Being late?
Okay. Do they have to be in succession?
It has to be in the next 27 minutes.
I mean,
right.
that's pretty doable.
Yeah. I could do it. No, I was having dinner with Lincoln and Sally Reed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I was also having dinner with Sue and Dave Donovan.
You know,
I'm
and Sarah and Robert Souls. And Lenny and Arlene Martin. And Donna Zana. I have a monthly thing where I have dinner with all of your parents.
I believe in this story less and less.
But how funny would that be if you guys just found out I had dinner with all your parents like once a month? Like just me and them.
I believe mine.
Hmm?
I believe my father.
Yeah, but you don't believe it if I was also having it with Lenny and Arlene and all that.
I don't think my father's ever really been involved with any other of the parents.
But Kyle, you wouldn't be a little surprised if we found out like all of your guys' the OG friend group's parents were all together for dinner and they invited me, but none of you guys ever knew about it.
It would be funny.
I'd be surprised.
And it would be hilarious if there was like a monthly picture too. Like, you know, people dressed up pretty nice, and I could just picture Paul like holding up a dish like and smiling.
We went to row eating seafood.
All right.
And it's funny because we always like treat we always like trade off which dad is treating at the bar. And we just drink a lot of Miller High Lifes and Johnny Walker Blue.
Funny.
Yep.
Now I definitely don't believe it.
You hate to miss those type of opportunities.
Well, Bob still has Coke.
But in a rocks class.
Where you going?
Nowhere. I'm on my room.
Mr. Riddler, are you having a beverage tonight?
I am.
What is said beverage?
Oh, now you want to know what my said beverage is?
Yes.
I am having from Brewport Brewing the Blood Orange Blonde.
Wow.
A brewery in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 5.4 ABV alcohol by volume.
Very nice.
We just started carrying this beer on draft.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Prove it.
Mm.
And a toast of excellence.
I have so many, Kendall.
So, well, hey, rattle them off.
All right, my first toast of excellence is to Kyle for his birthday recently.
Ow, 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 ow.
Kyle,
Yeah.
you know, Kyle, you could be a little bit more enthused.
Thank you.
Yeah, I even did the fake barking thing.
Yeah, do the fake barking thing, Kyle. Bark for me.
Bark.
Better.
Not great, but better.
Yeah. I also have
Quack for me.
quack, quack, quack.
Don't move for me.
Oh.
Kendall, be white for me.
Can I have that book?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm trying to find what my other dibs was.
You know, there was one that we should say that nobody has said yet.
Well, hold on. Maybe I'll say it.
Yeah, certain things were dibbed. That's why we have the group
Yeah,
chat.
I don't remember what they all were, but so dibs dating back because we've been off air for a little while. So dibs on the Chicago White Sox for having Derrick Rose at their home season opener to throw out the first pitch of the game, which is always pretty cool because he's just a Chicago native kind of guy. Also, toast of excellence. Did anybody toast our local sports team?
Did not.
Nope, that's what I was thinking right now.
Okay, toast of excellence to the University of Connecticut women's Division I basketball team for winning their 12th national championship in the tournament this year.
Pretty cool.
Which is obviously I would have to imagine a record, right?
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's the most.
I know Gino has the most, but and then my other two toasts of excellence, which I thought were.
You had 2 hockey players.
Right. Yep. So, two pretty incredible things happened in hockey over the past time. Oh, what the hell am I doing here? Oh, we had two passings of Wayne Gretzky, the great one. So the first and biggest, obviously, being Alexander Ovechkin, forward of the Washington Capitals, surpassed Wayne Gretzky's goals record of 894 in one less game played, scoring 895, and his career passing a mark deemed by many to be completely untouchable, which there's nothing you can really say about it other than just wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just wow. That's it. That's all you can do. And then the other one was also passing Wayne Gretzky, not for first place, but anytime you pass Wayne Gretzky on any list, it's worth noting. Sid the Kid of the Pittsburgh Penguins passed Wayne Gretzky on the all-time list for most points scored with one franchise in NHL history.
Nice.
He now sits alone in fourth, trailing Mario Lemieux of the Pittsburgh Penguins with 1,723. Steve Yzerman with 1,755 with Detroit, and Gordie Howe with 1,809 with Detroit. So those are all the toasts of excellence that I have. I would like to note something, though.
Sure.
With all of this going on, I would like, with all of these hockey things that have been going on, I would who listens to us that maybe doesn't know hockey or is a young who doesn't know that see all these stats getting broken. I do not want you, as a listener, to confuse the NHL and NBA. And what I mean by that is the biggest debate of all time in basketball has been, or at least in recent years, has been the GOAT between LeBron and Jordan. And you have all these players that have passed Michael Jordan records. Michael Jordan still owns a ton of records, but they're always getting broken, and it stems this debate. What Alexander Ovechkin did is nothing short of absolutely incredibly amazing. And while you never really say never, because people thought that Wayne Gretzky's record would never get broken, it's hard to imagine that Alexander Ovechkin's record will ever get broken, because he probably still has a couple years left in him.
Hmm.
So you have to think it's definitely going to get north of 900 probably this season, but you have to think it might get to the 950 mark. Who knows? Maybe he even goes for the century mark. But there are a few things in this world that are like without a doubt just guaranteed, and in the sports world there's even fewer. But the one in the sports world is Wayne Gretzky is the greatest of all time. It's not close. I don't care what your dad thinks. I don't care what your grandpa thinks. I don't care what the hockey coach down the street thinks. It's not close. Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player of all time. And the reason, I'll give you a stat to just back it up, because we have the most fun Wayne Gretzky stat of all time, is that if you eliminated all of 894 of Wayne Gretzky's goals, would still.
Paul, can you give us that one more time? It cut.
I said the most fun Wayne Gretzky stat of all time is that if you take away his 894 goals, he still has the most points in NHL history.
Which is pretty remarkable.
Right, but this is the other stat, and I came across this when researching the Sidney Crosby thing, and it's no shot at Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby scored, past Wayne Gretzky during the course of his 20th season, with all of them with the Penguins. He's behind Mario Lemieux, as I said earlier, who did his 1,700 plus points in 17 seasons, and then Steve with 1,722, and then Gordy with 1,825. So he's in pretty good company, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of points, a lot of seasons. So he just passed Wayne Gretzky, who had 1,669 points in his 9 years with Edmonton. So it took Sid, and again, this isn't a shot at Sid, because Mario Lemieux played 8 more, Steve played 13 more, Gordy played however many more. In his 11th season, over the amount of time that Gretzky played in Edmonton, he tied his record. So I just want everyone that doesn't know hockey to just remember, the guy is like the best, and it's not close.
Yeah.
I actually saw this other stat cut. I mean, Kendall, huh?
There's a guy in Colorado that's going to make it close.
No, because he's not even going to be the best in his time.
Patrick Roy.
All right, we're done. I do have another fun stat that I heard today. I don't remember the exact number, but Kyle will really appreciate it. Not that Kendall won't, but you guys ready for another? Oh my God, that stat makes no sense.
Shoot.
Kyle, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. So, Gino Auriemma has been the head coach of Connecticut basketball for 40 years now, right?
Yeah, it's a long time.
40 years. Pretty big deal, right?
Yeah.
He's got 12 titles, which is about like since he's been coaching in national women's college basketball, he has about 30%, a little less than 30% of all the national titles won in his time coaching. Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets even better. I heard this today, and again, it's not taking a stab or anything like that at whatchamacallit, at this person. It's just such an incredible stat when you really break it down. So, Dawn Staley, who coaches the South Carolina Gamecocks, the team that lost to UConn in the women's championship,
Mm-hmm.
she started coaching in 2000 with Temple, where she coached for about 8 seasons and then went to South Carolina. So she has 190 career losses as a coach in her 25-year run. 647 and 190 with a 77% win rate. Pretty good. Gino Auriemma has an 88% win rate. Now, that sounds like it would be, oh, well, he's a great head coach. You'd expect that. Yes. But let me further this for you. He has a career 1,250 wins to 165 losses. So what that means for those of you playing math at home, Gino Auriemma has 25 less losses in 15 more years coached.
Wow.
How wild
Yeah.
is that?
He's got some good teams under his belt.
Well, you got to remember too. UConn was dog shit before Gino got there, and he was about a 500 coach the first few years. Then they put together some pretty good programs. Then they kind of stalled out, and then it was just all systems go. And I think I was researching some stuff since their 1994-1995 championship year, the first championship with Rebecca Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't had a season below 75% winning and only one season below 80%. And he's never lost. He hasn't lost double digits. Hasn't had double-digit losses in a season since 1992, 1993, i.e., the NBA season that was occurring while we were all born.
Yeah, it's pretty good run.
Yeah. He also has, to his record, an amazing 6 undefeated seasons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went undefeated in the year they won the championship in 94-95. He went undefeated in 01 and 02, which I also believe was a championship year. I think that was the end of Sue Bird, beginning of Diana Taurasi, because they went on a three-peat after, that was the start of their three-peat. Then they went undefeated for the 2008-2009 season and the 2009-2010 season,
Maya Moore.
the Maya Moore years. And then they went undefeated twice in the Breonna Stewart era.
That's crazy. I didn't realize there was that many.
Yeah. Also, just another quick recap. He also coached what might have been the greatest run of an NCAA college player in any collegiate sport ever, in Breonna Stewart. Because in his 4 years with Breonna Stewart, which was 2012 to 2017, I think it was 2016, they lost a total of 5 games in 4 years. So just doing some quick math here, that would be, 30, 60, 90, 116, 156 and 5. He went 156 and 5 in those 4 years with Breonna Stewart. 2 undefeated seasons and 4 straight championships.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Which leads me to a question that I heard today on the radio that I would like to get your guys' opinion on.
Sure.
What's the bigger feat? Getting a dozen championships as a head coach with one team, or breaking Wayne Gretzky's goals record?
That's a great question.
Probably. I don't know, because the Gretzky thing, you're going to have a hell of a career.
You're going to have a hell of a career and a long career.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's like it's sort of twofold, because to have the Geno thing, you have to do that for a long time as well, foreseeably. I mean, you could hypothetically do it in less time if everything all lined up perfectly, but
You'd have to be one hell of a recruiter.
Huh.
Well, keep in mind too that this is he's only got the one championship since the beginning of the NIL portal era. Because the last time he won was when he won with Breonna Stewart in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep in mind that he's only. I mean, and I'm not saying it's some people think that the older coaches and stuff can't keep up with it, like the Nick Saban retiring, Mike K. From Mike K. I don't know, it's laugh, but
No,
like
you're right. Mike
I know,
Krzyzewski.
but it's just weird saying Mike K. Coach K from Duke. Like a lot of these older guys don't want to keep up with all this portal transferring and buying players and all that stuff, and but. And maybe Gino can't, I mean, we'll see. Now, he just he's got a great squad. He's got a great squad.
For the next 2 to 3
Well,
years too.
huh?
Says he's got some good talent for the next few years too.
Yeah, they have the number one recruit in the country, and that Nikki Strong, I think her name was, or no, Nikki Strong, Sarah Strong.
Sarah Strong.
Sarah Strong. She's going to be, he's got 3 more years of her unless she decides to leave. I don't think you're going to see that as much with women because women are required to go the full 4 years in college. So, I think most women aren't going to jump ship because they're working an education into it. But that girl that missed so much time, AZ Fudd, she had an amazing March Madness. So it's gonna be interesting. But the whole point I'm making is that 11 of those 12 championships came in an era where whoever you picked up, you kind of just kept.
Right. I think, and I don't know if I truly believe this or not, but I'm just gonna kind of throw something out in the water. I think I'm gonna give the nod to Ovechkin, just because I feel like if you do something long enough, at whatever level, but just to be good enough to be relevant, that things will come your way. And I'll sort of just draw a comparison to the Bill Belichick, Don Shula thing it's just because both those guys, they just coached for so long that a lot of those accolades, a lot of those wins, it gets compiled because they were around forever. And some of that stuff, we forget that they were even coaches outside of other teams, and it gets, lump summed, but you just get remembering from the teams they're most famous for. So, I mean, I'm not, making light of or dismissing Gino Auriemma's accomplishments. I don't know. I just feel like the career window has just been so much greater. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
No, I understand that. I give it to the Gino route. I think just it's especially when you consider if I think I would go the OV route if this were the NBA or the NHL or the NFL or the MLB.
Mhm.
And the reason behind it is because in the MLB and the NBA and all these sports, there's always 1 or 2 teams every year that people were kind of down on that come out swinging and they're actually legit for the whole year. This year, nobody, no scout had Washington as being a difference maker this season in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with Kyle. I mean, you and I mean, we don't watch as much as we used to because the product is bad, but we still follow and keep in touch with the NBA. Do you think there were a lot of scouts that really had the Rockets being contending for the number 1 seed in the NBA all year long?
Not the number 1 seed, but as a playoff team, yeah.
Playoff team, yeah, but 4, 5, or 6, maybe 3, and now they've almost locked in 2. So it happens, where teams either overperform or are just complete. But in the Gino thing, just look at it from the standpoint alone. Look at the 4 back-to-back titles he won with Breonna Stewart. You not only were you going up against teams all year long to win games, but then you were 1 of 64 in the tournament.
Yeah.
And that was back before the NIL and before all that, when you actually had to recruit. So now you went to schools and it wasn't easy to build a stellar program.
I have a question. I don't know if you guys know the answer to. So for NCAA women's, it's a 30-game regular season, and then does that get looped? What am I trying to say? When they have the Big East tournament, is that part of what goes towards the regular season, or that's a separate set of?
So
It'll have the same. Yeah, it goes with the record.
it goes, yeah. So the Big East, like your record in the Big East, goes into your overall record.
Hmm.
But like the Big East tournament seeding in the Big East tournament is based off of your record against Big East opponents,
Okay.
and then you play that tournament, and then winning that. I think, Kyle, if I'm not mistaken, I think that everybody who all the winners and runners up are granted seeding in the tournament.
Anybody that wins their tournament is an automatic bid.
I thought the runner up was as well.
No,
Oh.
just like that's why you see like North Carolina, Williamton in it because they won their tournament.
But not necessarily when it comes big tournament time. It doesn't guarantee a 1 seed. It just gets you in the tournament.
It's just you're seeding by what they believe your strength of schedule and all that shit is.
Gotcha.
Right, you're just guaranteed a spot in it. It's kind of like, it's kind of the same thing too, though. Like how you see certain things, like what was it? Was it not this current season that Ohio State won, but the year before? Who won those college football playoffs last year?
Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan. So like that year, like Georgia had like won the entire season, and they had beaten everybody, and they were like a top dog all year long, and then they lost to Alabama in the SEC championship and lost. They didn't even get a bid to the playoffs.
It's interesting though. I'd be curious to how much like Gino has left in the tank. If if it's the type of thing like he's just gonna go until he's sick of it, or if he wants to go out on top. I don't know.
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He's got to be.
At least in his late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, I think he's like 71. I think he was born in like 53 or 54.
What? He's a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah.
UConn basketball has been pretty good the last 10 years. Actually, the last 30 years has been good.
It's interesting when you go into Connecticut. I know the sign for sure on 91 going south. It says the basketball capital of the world. It literally says that on the sign. It's pretty remarkable.
Women's basketball is always good. Men's basketball has been better of late, but they won 3 tournaments before Calhoun Hurley got there. Calhoun won 2, and then Kevin Ollie won 1.
Yeah, the men have won 6, and the women have won 12. And I think 2004 and 2014 were the 2 years they like both won at the same time,
which is like really cool.
And like the men have won it like by being like an underdog.
Yeah, the Kemba Walker one.
Yeah, the Kemba Walker one. They were just bad until they played good in every tournament. Played bad in the season.
Yeah, it was cardiac Kemba just went on a fucking tear.
Like they won the Big East tournament national championship, and they won like the Maui Invitational. But when it came to like regular season play, they were just terrible.
Yeah, because Ray Allen never won, right?
I think they won.
No,
that was the first one.
No, Ray Allen wasn't there in 2004, was he?
No, they won like.
Oh, they won in '99.
They won earlier, I think.
Yeah, they won in '99.
Yeah.
And then the 04 team, that was like Rip Hamilton and Ben Gordon, right?
Rip Hamilton was with Ray Allen.
Was he?
The 04 team was Mecca Okafor,
Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon.
Charlie Villanueva, was he on that team?
He was on the team after that one.
Yeah, when Josh Boone was there.
Yeah.
We talking Thabit?
No,
Thabit
Hashim Thabit was there though. Like Hashim Thabit was there when we were in high school. Or no, maybe a
They had
little before high
sharpshooter.
school.
Hold on, I'll look it up. I'll look up the roster.
I'm looking it up here. I got it up already.
2004 national championship team.
Well, I'm looking up the 1999 Huskies first.
I got the 2004 on here. Wait, this is the one where they beat Chris Bosh.
It's always weird to hear like established NBA players, and then like when we do something like this, talk about like schools and who they played against, and I hear like Chris Bosh, like, oh my god, that guy went to college. I forgot like that guy had to make it to the NBA somehow.
Kyle, Ray Hamilton was not on this team.
No?
No, he was in the NBA at this point, I'm pretty sure. This was just Rip Hamilton, and then they had like Kevin Freeman and Ricky Moore. They had Khalid El Amin was there.
You can probably say that UConn's been the best program over Duke in North Carolina.
Well, you figure Duke has had what? They've had no championships in the past 10 years, despite having like 3 projected first overall picks.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 local kids too on that team. Pretty cool.
Kind of been clinging. Bristol native.
Yeah, and he's been getting a lot of praise around the NBA.
He played well. Stephon Castle played well.
Yep. Even that other kid has had some like some decent moments. The older kid that was like a 5th year graduate senior.
Oh, Tristan Newton.
Is that his name?
Yeah, he played for the Warriors.
No.
Who the one that was a buck?
Oh man, I got the hiccups.
Who is like UConn's best NBA placement?
Ray
I
Allen.
mean, yeah, probably Ray
Ray
Allen.
Allen, like undisputed.
It's either Ray Allen or Richard Hamilton.
I think they're the only 2 that have rings, right? Rudy Gay ever get a ring?
No. He's been in a lot of teams, though.
Yep. I mean, there was the Marshall brothers.
Ben Gordon had a good career. Mecca Okafor was not a bust, but wasn't as good as he was supposed to be.
Is Kemba Walker viewed as a disappointment?
No.
No.
He played on the fucking Hornets.
Yeah, and he played very well.
Just kind of like a situational type thing.
He had the AI problem. He was too small and took a lot of contact.
Mm-hmm.
But he's coaching now.
No, it's just
Cam
interesting.
Spencer.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Cam Spencer.
Oh, the white kid.
Yeah, he plays for the Grizzlies.
He's just very smart.
He's scrappy. He's like a your boy. What's your boy's name?
Oh, DiVincenzo.
No,
T.J. McConnell.
T.J. McConnell.
Those guys don't get enough credit.
Jeff hates him.
Everybody hates him. Unless he's on your team.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. Do you remember?
Like the basketball players, they don't get a lot of love.
Yeah. I remember we watched the I can't remember what year it was now, but the Kemba Walker championship team in Jeff's house. Remember that?
Yep.
Well,
Remember when you came over and you watched Arkansas?
Yeah. One thing I don't
You fell in
like.
love with that team.
What's that?
You fell in love with that team.
Well, just being the ridiculous person I am, I fall in love with a lot of things for 10 minutes and then Move on. You know how many like Creighton teams that I've sort of cared about for like 10 minutes? One thing I don't like, and I guess it's just how it is, and like I don't know why I care because it doesn't matter. I hate that that game is on a Monday night. Like it's like
National championship.
yeah, I just like it's
I
like
forget the game is on right now.
yeah, it's just like all right, they do the Final Four over the weekend, which I guess it is a bigger draw because you can watch both. They stagger the games. You can watch both of them, and then they flip right around. It's like hey, Monday night,
They
nothing else.
have to though.
No, I understand that. I wish it was a way that like the Final Four game was on like the Friday night, and then I don't know
Well,
the
that's the
and it's
right.
it's the women's too. I know they have to stagger it that way
Right. They want all, especially because women's basketball has its own draw.
for sure.
They want everyone to have their moment. I mean, they could. I think they've talked about it in the past of doing like what doing what you call it, like having like the women like kind of like the championship weekend in football, like having the women play at 3 and the men play at 6.
Hmm.
But I think they kind of just felt like that it kind of would take away from like the women if like the men were on right after.
Yeah, no, and it's on the list of things that don't matter, and like me not watching it doesn't change anything in the world. Like it's for the same reason why I dislike the wild card game on Monday night. It's just I don't know, it's just things that like to me that could be better if planned differently. But who am I? No one.
Well, also think of it from a standpoint too of outside of like the Kyles of the world, what is there to watch on TV tonight?
If you're fortunate enough to have the team you root for in baseball to be on, that. But that's it.
Wrestling.
Well, that's true. But I
Not
don't.
anymore. Though.
Well, it's true and because Raw is on Netflix. It's not really like a time dedicated thing. Like you can just watch it whenever
When is WrestleMania?
tonight.
When we go to Philly,
Is it?
yeah, that's night one of it.
Why is it so late this year?
It's always in April.
It's usually early April.
I don't know. I'm surprised they're doing it on Easter weekend though.
But people have to watch on Easter.
Hmm. What?
What do people have to watch on Easter?
No, not about that. It's just more so about like WrestleMania just usually doesn't like to conflict with events that would have like the family together and stuff
Yeah.
because you're going to lose viewers because people are over other people's houses.
Besides
Are
Kyle,
they in America?
yeah, it's in Vegas.
Yeah, WrestleMania is they're not. I don't know that they're ever going to do a WrestleMania overseas.
Nah, probably not. And besides, Kyle, Christ is cashing his money in the bank, probably.
Who? Who has money in the bank?
I said Christ is cashing in his money in the bank.
Oh. Very funny.
I could tell by the zero laughter of the room.
I don't get it.
It doesn't matter.
Hey Kyle,
Did you also not get it, Paul?
no, I got it. But on this date in 2019, Sidney Sweeney scored from center ice at a Blackhawks game.
Nice.
Also, Kyle, do you know what happened 30 years ago today?
What's today? April 7th?
Mm-hmm.
It was on a Wednesday, right?
Nope.
Oh, man. I had it if I knew it was a Wednesday.
Come on.
What?
What happened 30 million years ago today?
Julius Caesar got exiled?
So close. I'll give you a hint. The greatest fictional pop song of all time aired.
I Want Candy?
No, that's a real pop song.
Can I guess?
Shiny Teeth in Me?
You can guess, Kendall.
That was my guess.
Was it really?
Yeah, shiny teeth.
Oh, Shiny Teeth. Nope. That was way later than 30 years ago.
Was it Hey Vicky or so icky?
No, that show wasn't even in existence. You had to go to the movie theater to see this. It came out on
Oh,
this day.
I know it.
Go ahead.
Is it Powerline? I don't know. I can't remember the name of the song though.
What,
Dodgers lost again.
what do you think it's from?
A Goofy movie.
That's right. The Goofy movie came out 30 years ago today.
Now,
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
now, Souls, did you own that on VHS?
Yeah, I think everybody did.
Do you still have it on VHS?
Yeah, I think everybody does.
These were not the answers I was looking for.
He's not wrong though. You know?
He's right. 'Cause I was
Kendall wasn't allowed to have a VHS player.
No.
Because the family didn't love him.
It's not that they didn't love him; they just loved Shannon more.
Right. That's true.
You loved Shannon more? That's wild.
It's Shamar more. Thank you.
He was a bad wrestler.
Yeah, he was.
Did you get what I was going for?
I did, the wrestler.
Yeah.
I got that after you said he wasn't a good wrestler. So tonight's the national championship game, and then we're in the midst of the beginning of the MLB season. Got a couple. The National League as a whole is off to a pretty good start, with the exception of the Atlanta Braves.
Yay.
Listen, don't cheer. They'll find a way into the wild card, and it's going to piss me off.
They have a lot going wrong for them so far. So.
Yes,
Yeah, but don't worry. But the Mets' injuries haven't started yet.
Right. You know, Juan Soto is just like, days away from getting trench foot. I'm just waiting to get that report.
Trench foot?
Yeah, it's like a World War I disease.
You're retarded.
It's not nice. I'm an American.
But you are retarded.
Doubles down, says it again.
Did you guys see that they changed the sign on 91 today?
I did not.
It already says 12 championships on it.
Damn. I drove past there today.
And they don't waste any time. They want the world to know.
Yeah. Hey, not to feed into things that don't matter at all, but I was curious if you guys had any opinion on the torpedo bat.
I think it's hot right now, but it's not. It's just. I don't really see it being the reason that people are hitting a lot of homers.
Now, hot isn't sexy, right?
Correct.
I'll be curious to see if there's any truth to the or not truth, but any supporting evidence to the torpedo bat causing Giancarlo Stanton's elbow injuries.
Oh, I see. I didn't know about that.
So there's a lot of people that think that because of the shift in the weight in the bat and everything like that, there's adjustments in how you swing.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people that actual not just fans, like analytic people and stuff like that, like coaches and stuff that think that Giancarlo's elbow's blowing up this offseason had to because he was using it all during the postseason last year.
Huh, that's interesting. I was unaware.
That would be
You're stupid.
Thanks, man.
Sorry for being mean.
Yeah, good show.
Listen, I said I was sorry. Take it or leave it.
Oh, I'm leaving it.
All right. Well, I have a draft if you guys want to do one.
Yeah, can I just get to two more things real quick?
All right. You get the two more things if you kiss Kendall.
All right. Yeah.
He didn't do it back.
I know, Kendall doesn't love me.
Well, I didn't know it was happening that fast. Can we count it down?
What, did you think I was driving to your house tonight to do it?
No. I just didn't I would have done the noise.
I don't want to do my things now because Kendall didn't kiss me. So Kyle,
Well, hold on. Wait. I'll kiss you through the microphone.
No.
Oh my God, you ruined it. You
Mwah.
ruined it, Kendall.
Could have just said kiss me through the fucking phone.
Yeah, but listen, it's not while I'm on a microphone.
I'm all
That's
set.
not the point.
What's the point?
You had a good opportunity for a pun, and you ruined it.
Not a pun.
Mm-hmm.
Not a pun.
Paul, go ahead before I shoot him.
No, I want to hear your bracket because I'm currently watching my favorite team get fucking blown out in the NCAA title game.
It's a draft, not a bracket.
Same thing.
George Springer's batting .455 to start the year. Sheesh.
Gavin Sheets is batting .385.
Allegedly.
That's true. All right. This unkissed mouth is ready for a draft.
It's a draft that we have done before, but I want to revisit it because it's only 3 of us here.
All right.
It is the draft of Family Guy non-main characters.
All right. Can you stall for like 38 seconds?
Yes, go take a piss, Kendall.
Thank you.
Already?
Yes.
Oh, God, guy won't kiss me, but he'll go pee.
He's a lesbian.
It was kind of messed up that he didn't kiss me, right?
Yeah, like he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, like it felt like really like intentionally like messed up. Like it felt like he just hated me.
He's not a nice person.
I know. I kind of get that vibe as well. I always thought he
think-
was a nice person. You would have kissed me.
I think when he gets back, we tell him that he gets the second pick because he's mean. Got the first or third pick.
Whatever pick you don't want.
I'll take first. I always go last, and it's
All right, I'll go last.
clear 1 of 1 here.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, kind of, but he's definitely a great character.
So you're not taking Angela?
Definitely not.
Why?
She was not good character.
Who?
Yeah, it's kind of whatever.
You know who is a good character, who I might take in the later half of this game? You guys want to go 10 rounds?
Yeah, I'm done for anything.
Think we could do 10 rounds worth of people?
I'm sure.
Or do you want to do like 7? Ball pick a
Kendall
number.
doesn't really seem like he wants to do 10 rounds, and he's not in the business of kissing people, so...
No. Listen, I'll do both those things.
You had a
7
chance
or
to kiss
10?
me, and you didn't.
Listen, I was...
Do 7.
7 is.
So Kendall, you're going second because you were mean to Paul.
Listen,
Thank you, pal.
I offered a kiss. I just anticipated like a countdown and a simultaneous. You know, that's what I figured. I'd like to make this right.
Well, do you know how to go back in time?
Listen, if I could turn back time,
You'd what?
that's it.
Okay.
I was banking on someone singing more of the words, but
I can turn back time.
there it is. All right, I'm prepared to go second.
I'm first and Paul's third.
All
Alright, with the first pick, I am taking one of my favorite characters, Death.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. Well, I know who Kendall's going with.
Well, before we get too far, what is the criteria? Just
Not a main
outside,
character.
even though so this person can appear in multiple episodes, but B,
I think that. Tyler, correct me if I'm wrong. Nobody in the main Griffin household or any of Peter's 3 friends.
Correct.
all right. I'm going to take Dr. Hartman.
No, that's part of the family. Try again. All right, so you're gonna take Dr. Hartman. All right, I'm gonna take Carter Peterschmidt.
Damn.
Kyle, that counts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take Carter Peterschmidt, and then I'm gonna take Tom Tucker.
Solid 2 picks. Solid 2 picks.
I think I'm gonna take Carl here.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. I hate you. You
As
knew
you
that's
should.
where I was going. That's where I was going. All right. Taking Jesus.
Got Death and Jesus. What a combo, man. Dude's starting lineup is stacked.
And then I'm going with
I can't tell if the chemistry is on or off.
let's go. Let me think. It'll ruin my thought process.
He does that when he doesn't kiss you.
That's what I do best.
Oh, yeah. Just threw me off for a loop. You know that, Kendall?
That's okay, because I know who Kendall's next pick is, and it's going to be somebody I want. So
You know what?
isn't it, Kendall?
Underrated character.
It might be.
I'm taking James Woods.
Good pick.
All right, Kendall, go ahead and do it.
All right. This may be it, but I'm taking Seamus.
Nope, not it. Oof. All right. Back to back. Give me Principal Shepard and Adam West.
Good picks. I say Principal Shepard for me has really crept up as like a really great character.
Could have had the greatest trio of all time.
You are?
I said I could have.
Yeah.
If I picked Adam West,
I've got a great dad squad going.
Principal Shepard, Adam West. All right.
Come on, Reed.
All right, so this is slightly lower tier, but for me, there's some quality parts to this. I'm going to go with the chicken.
Ernie?
You know what's funny? Don't know his name. Is it Ernie?
Yeah, it's Ernie the chicken.
All right.
I did not know
Right.
that.
I don't know.
Well-
It's actually Ernie the giant chicken.
so I have. Paul, you're up or I'm up?
You're up.
So I have Death, Jesus,
And the pursuit of happiness.
Who did I just take? I took James Woods.
Yes, you did.
All right. I'm going with. I'm going with Jonathan Weed.
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy that Peter worked for at the toy shop.
Just Mr. Weed is fine.
I forgot about him. Good deep cut.
And then I'm gonna Kindle save it. Greased up deaf guy.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to take Mort Goldman.
Nice. I'm going to go two complete opposite ends of the spectrum here. Give me Bruce
Good pick.
and Jerome.
That is very funny.
Two complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
She's
Hey,
joking.
Kyle, when do you think the NCAA men's is going to just transition to the 4 quarters?
I don't think they ever will.
That's fair.
My Dikey loves me.
I love you.
Oh.
Kendall pick. Kendall
Yeah.
pick.
I'm gonna take Ollie Williams.
Man, I can't believe this guy slid. Taking Herbert.
Twin sideways.
Taking Herbert.
Herbert the Perv.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then I'll take Opie.
I love when like, oh my god, he was drunk the whole time.
So this is our last picks, right?
Yeah.
All right, Kendall, who's your last pick? Make it count.
All right, last pick. Man. All right. Oh my goodness. Why am I gonna break a blank on this guy's name?
I don't know.
Horace.
The old owner of the Clam.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't hate it. Just interesting. Just interesting. All right. Who do I want? All right, Kyle. I'm gonna let you pick who I get.
Jasper.
No. Not making a pick. I'm gonna give you 3 letters, and you're gonna pick A, B, or C. So you ready?
B.
Hmm.
B.
All right. Give me Consuela.
Is that our first female taken?
It is.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I think Death is considered genderless.
That's true.
Death is one of the funniest characters ever.
Yeah, Death is awesome. Norm Macdonald, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's doing the voice now?
I don't know.
Will Ferrell.
Or do they just kill off Death?
No, but
I haven't really seen any of the newer episodes.
Will Ferrell is the voice of the Dark
The Knight.
Knight.
I find it.
Kind of crazy too how they managed to get like some pretty decent stars to do like the regular voices. Like getting Mia Kunis and Patrick Warburton to just be like regulars.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah. I wonder how much money like Mia Kunis makes off being Meg.
A lot.
I think she hates being such a hated character. Although I will tell you though, the episode when Meg goes to prison is one of my all-time favorites. When she just gets all the soda cans on a sock, beats the shit out of Connie D'Amico, and then just sticks her tongue in her mouth. That's why she laughs so hard every time.
Pooping in the bucket in her room.
Harrison Bader just made 2 diving plays in the outfield.
Yeah, guy at work could quote a motor oil, put that on the news, but you won't.
I would.
I know you would, Kyle. You're a good friend. You sound like the type of friend that would kiss me.
I would.
Without needing a countdown.
Yeah, Kendall.
Wow.
I didn't realize you needed a countdown to be homosexual.
Listen, I just gave you an unsolicited kiss.
That was
Come
like
up with another draft.
Guys just knocking out some drafts right now.
Hey,
It's Kyle's favorite thing.
yeah, I love them. So now do it.
I'll do it.
He's not wrong, you know.
God, such a dick all the time. Fucking Vito Jr. over here.
Oof. How do you feel about that one?
I feel like I might open a meat shop
And seafood?
and seafood for
Interesting.
just under a calendar year.
That's under a calendar year. Hey, can I give you a quick pet peeve while Kendall thinks of a draft?
Is it my dog breathing?
No, it's like Kyle. You don't really go through Facebook, so you wouldn't know as much. But like when you go through social media, like you find all these different like video trends that become a thing. So like one of them that was a trend for a while was like people just mixing different colored paints together to like get different colors that like you wouldn't find. So like for example, like you wouldn't find like a like a taupe, which is like a color. You know what I mean? But like so you mix other normal paints together to get it. I really hate when people mix a bunch of colors together and then the name of the color is just two colors together. It really pisses me off.
Like blue green?
Like that, or or they try to get fancier with it. Like this one guy I watched this one guy mix 5 pumps of blue paint and 1 pump of orange paint, and he called the color purple navy. And it's like those are just two colors.
You should kill that guy.
I'm gonna kill him.
I'll testify in court for you.
And then I'm gonna ship his head to Kendall's house.
First class. All right.
So what would you do if you got that?
Well, I mean, I would be like, oh, what is this? And like, oh, I remember. He said it on the show.
Exactly.
All right, I do have a draft.
All right, what's it called?
So it's called quick serve restaurants. So these places can have a drive-through. They can, but we're going to exclude like the normal ones, be it the Burger Kings, McDonald's, and whatnot. So there's tons of chain restaurants that aren't sit down, but they aren't fast food either. The intermediate guys, just quick serve restaurants.
So like not Chili's.
So not Chili's. This is
because that's more of a sit down.
Yeah, this is like
Okay,
for the.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
I want to go last, but I know what you mean.
Okay. Paul, do you want to go first or second?
Whatever you want.
All right, I'll go first. We'll
right.
get some variety in the mix here. I'm gonna go with Moe's.
Now I know what you mean.
All right, I'm gonna go with Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
All right. I'm going with Nardelli's.
You know,
and Five Guys.
Nardelli's in Milford's gonna go out, or Wallingford, one of the two. I don't remember.
Nardelli's and Five Guys.
Okay, I like it. All right, so it's up to me. Back to me now.
Mm-hmm.
Give me. Give me Boston Market.
Oh, good pick.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Well, you're just mad you didn't think of it.
I'm not a big Boston Market guy.
Oh,
Yes, you
get
are.
out of here.
I wasn't ever a big Boston Market guy.
Boston Market's great, though. You don't have to be a big Boston Market guy, but it's great. I mean, any place you can go and get like 4 different proteins and 18 different sides.
We lost ours. I'm just devastated.
Give a Burger King that you refuse to go to.
No, I went there this weekend.
How'd that go?
That Burger King sucks.
Kyle, it almost went perfect. We got all the food we wanted. However, the thing that didn't come out of the drive-thru was the soda or the Coke. What kind of Coke did we get? Not the regular Coke.
Diet?
Yep. So another, for the umpteenth time in a row, had a not perfect Burger King Milford experience.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Life goes on.
Does it though?
No.
That's a big fuck up.
Yep. Didn't figure it out till we get home because so-and-so, the person in the passenger seat, doesn't put the straw in until we get home. So it was a fun discovery as I actually took the first sip. It's like, well, that's not Coke.
So you get like Dr. Pepper so you can't fuck it up.
Well, the person doesn't drink anything but Coke or Pepsi, so that's that.
She's a bad soda drinker.
Yeah.
I will make your picks, bitch.
Rena Kendall.
I know.
Oh, it's my. I'm sorry. My bad.
We got back to back.
I'm gonna take a D'Angelo, and you know what? Let's double down. I like it enough. Let's take Chipotle.
Gross.
I'm prepared to argue this, and I will have to, but I'm going to take Golden Corral.
Well, you know what? It gets the pass. You know why? Because it's a Buffett.
I'm taking it because is it sit down like Chili's? Yes, but you don't have to wait for any food.
And you could walk right out if you wanted.
Right.
As trash as it is, I do like it.
The Civ buffet is trash.
I mean, it kind of is. But
It's only trash until you want it,
right.
and then it's the only thing you can fucking think about, and then you immediately hate yourself forever.
I guess I'll take Pacific Buffet for that reason.
There you go. Where to go? Way to go, Idaho.
Again. Let's see. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Whoop, whoop.
I ain't playing around.
Mm.
Let's see. Struggling to come up with names.
You got this.
I know. Does American Steakhouse count? Because you get it in like 30 seconds.
It's funny because you're right. It is pretty quick. I mean, I would just, to me, my gut says sit down though.
Fine.
Despite it having a salad bar.
I refuse to take Panera Bread.
No one's making you.
I am.
You could take that place across the street from your work.
Oh, there you go.
Pancheros?
Yeah, Pancheros.
All right, I'll take it.
Nice.
I've had it once.
What else?
That's the worst thing.
Did Kyle go back to back?
Yes, I did.
All right. I'm gonna take Shake Shack.
Ooh, good pick. Damn.
And
The only
Wingstop.
problem with Shake Shack is that it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not any more expensive than Five Guys.
Yeah, I know.
I
The
think,
only problem with Five Guys is that it's so fucking expensive.
yeah, but you know what though? Shake Shack's way less expensive than Five Guys because there's a Shake Shack in Westport, the one that we went to, Kyle, that I pass pretty regularly for work, and so like once in a blue moon I'll stop and get it, and I'll get like the double Shack burger, a grilled cheese with bacon and tomato, and a milkshake, and it'll be like $20, $21. Which is significantly less than if you got a milkshake and a cheeseburger at Five Guys.
Five Guys, you're spending $45.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Shake Shack and Wingstop.
God damn it.
Did we start all doubling up?
Oh, yeah, fuck. I thought I had back-to-back still. All right.
Well, no.
It's okay. You could take it.
You could take that.
Kendall, you can take Wingstop, Kendall.
I'm not interested in Wingstop, but what I'll do is you keep that. I'll take.
I'm not giving up Shake Shack.
No. I want you to have both those picks. What can we do to? This is not gonna make sense. If I take 3, does that make things equal?
No.
I didn't think so.
It would just mean that you would take 2 and then we would skip my next turn.
What if I took one?
That doesn't. No, you still get two.
All right.
You can have the halal guys.
Oh God. That actually fits the criteria perfectly too. That's ugh. Um, I'll take.
No, I'm gonna take Wingstop off for now, and if you want it, you can have it.
Well, it's very nice.
I have to play by the rules.
I will take Little Caesars.
Mm,
Is that a dispute?
no, I guess it's fine. I guess like you can take any of those fast food pizza places, right?
And then, though not really around here for us, but I know in general, I'm gonna go Charlie's.
All right.
Last place standing in the Merida Mall.
A true champion.
I'm actually gonna. You know what? How many more picks do we have? Is this the last pick?
You know, it's funny. I never count. The drafts can just go however long. I've never kept
I
track
think I
once.
think I think this would be my fifth pick. So are we only doing 5?
Yeah, then you'll come up with a draft.
All right. Then I'm not going to take Wingstop just because like I'm like thinking of everything that we talked about for like what is fast casual, and I've gotten so hung up on chains that I forgot about my roots. So I'm going to take Portillo's.
Nice.
I'll
And then
take Dairy
Kyle,
Queen.
I'll give you Dairy Queen. I think Dairy Queen fits the bill.
It's funny. I didn't expect that from Kyle. I don't know why.
I like Dairy Queen. Paul hates it, but I like it.
No, I don't hate Dairy Queen. I just think that their ice cream is trash for the amount of money you're spending.
I mean, we all
That's
know
not
the best part of Dairy Queen is the toast.
Yeah. Culver's is also pretty good.
That is a big wish list of mine.
A big wish list.
Yeah, like to have.
I'd like to go to A&W.
So like if you got to choose between having like a fully healthy, happy life for Charlotte and Culver's, like they'd be kind of 1A, 1B.
I didn't really think the conversation was going this way. I just meant as far as fast food, quick serve
It kind
restaurants.
of feels like it. You kind of meant it the same way though.
Well, I don't know.
It kind of like, what did he say?
You're a bad father.
Anyway,
I just kid.
Yeah,
You're not a bad dad.
Damn, Kyle. Cut in hard.
I didn't mean to call you a bad daddy.
Ooh, no, call him a bad daddy. He likes that.
You're a good daddy.
guy's pretty bricked up over here now.
Hey, you're a fucking faggot.
Just
I'm trying to think of what I want to draft.
You want to draft duckies?
Ducky? No.
They're all so priceless.
Yeah, they're all number 1 picks.
Except poodles.
And Mock's uncle's dog.
Yeah, that dog can eat rocks.
What do you think about that, Kendall?
I guess I agree.
Poodles suck. They're ugly as shit too. Can't tell me otherwise.
Did you see that Amtrak opened up a new thing that goes from Chicago to Miami?
No, I did not.
47 hours.
Wow. Interesting.
Imagine being on a train for 24 hours.
I mean, most cross country is that at a minimum.
So cool.
It's just, it's how you value your time. People who are afraid of flying, they do that. That don't want to take their car. Just a different way to do
Do you
something.
want to take a train to Philly?
It's not worth our time. Could we do it?
Trains are
Yes.
stupid.
It'd be so expensive.
All right,
Isn't it?
I got one. I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but I got one.
And what is it?
Adam Sandler movies.
Okay.
Well, Paul's picking first.
I'm gonna take the last pick on this one. So Kyle, do you want one or two?
Pino hasn't gotten one yet, so I'll take two.
All right.
I had the one the last round.
I would say he just had the first pick, but all right.
All right, so I'll take one.
All right.
Haha, Kendall. I take one.
Okay, go ahead.
I will take Billy Madison.
Okay.
Foreseeably a reach. I just love this movie a lot. I don't want to lose it. I'm gonna take Anger Management.
All right. I'm gonna take Happy Gilmore and Mr. Deeds.
No, Daddy, no.
Good one too.
All right, back to you.
Okay.
Just so you know, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo is still on the board.
I will take Grown Ups here.
Bitch.
Reach.
It might be, but I just feel like I had to have it.
What I wanted.
We can take Grown Ups too.
It's not the same.
I know.
It's way worse.
I wouldn't say way worse.
It's not better than one.
Oh, certainly not, but it's fine.
Best part of that about that movie is that Stone Cold's in there.
This is a pretty funny part.
All right, so I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 8 Crazy Nights.
Good pick.
And I'm gonna go with. You know what? I really like this movie. I know it's not really ranked high, but Pixels.
It's not
I
a bad
knew
movie.
Kyle was going to be the one to take that movie.
I love that movie.
I know you do.
All right. I'm gonna take.
I'm not Teju.
If you take this movie from me, I'm going to drive to Milford and punch you.
Oh man, I don't even know where you're at right now.
He's at his house.
That's funny. Well, I was gonna go. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Okay, you can have that. All right, give me Big Daddy and Little Nicky.
I tell you what, that's the way to do it for that. Like that's a good combo to have on those picks.
Little Nicky
Little
is so
Nicky
fucking.
sometimes pisses me off.
Why?
Little Nicky is so fucking funny.
It's funny. It's just you gotta be in the mood to watch it.
It's a weird movie, but like when him fucking snoring while he's sleeping on the radiator, oh my god, it gets me every time.
And when the dog does it in the middle of the fucking park.
Popeye's just fucking awesome.
All
This is
right.
where Kendall takes Jack and Jill.
Oh God, that's funny.
Get in
Though.
the flask. Adrian, get in the flask.
Adrian, just do me a favor, get in the flask.
He's the rep at the basketball game.
Hey, can you guys not tell my dad about this? Yeah, can you not tell anybody about this?
All right. Am I taking this? I'm taking this. Don't mess with the Zohan.
Terrible movie.
It's a bad movie. It's such a bad movie.
The fucking beginning scene when they're doing the montage and he pulls the bull into the sand pit and that one dweeb kid just jumps in the hole. You don't mess with the Zohan. Bashi
Taking the
Baba.
longest yard.
Oh, nice. And after that, are you taking That's My Boy?
No, I don't like that movie.
That movie
Taking the
sucks.
do-over.
I saw the movie in the
You love that
theaters.
movie.
Do-over's great.
Nice. And Kettle, with your last pick, you going Spanglish?
Oh no, I'm taking That's My Boy.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take one that I'm actually like kind of surprised just didn't get taken, unless I missed it. With my last pick, I mean, I definitely would prefer 50 First Dates, but I think if you're just trying to draft the best Adam Sandler lineup, I'm gonna take The Waterboy.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. Yeah. That should have been way higher.
An honorable mention is Bulletproof.
It's a great movie. I
That
thought
movie's
about it.
awesome. Bulletproof is awesome. So was another movie he did with fucking Brendan Fraser, Airheads.
Yeah, this is like his first film.
No, his first film was Adam
Wedding
Sandler's
Singer.
Going Overboard.
Oh. Oh, is that true?
I don't know. Are you gonna get upset if it is?
No, I just always thought Wedding Singer was the first one.
No,
Well,
no,
why
no.
didn't you take bedtime
No.
stories?
You thought The Wedding Singer was his first movie?
Yeah.
Could have been.
Kendall, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison came out before that.
Is that true?
Yeah. But The
Oh.
Wedding Singer came out in like 1999.
I don't know why I thought it was so much earlier.
Billy Madison was like 95. The Wedding Singer came out like this. The Wedding Singer came out like the same year as like The Big Daddy. It
Huh.
was like Big Daddy.
Well, you know.
What'd you say, Kyle?
Surprised you didn't take bedtime stories.
I do like bedtime stories. I'm also surprised that nobody took whatchamacallit, Click.
Oh, I forgot about that movie.
Nobody took The Cobbler.
That movie can never be watched again, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, nobody took Blended
Didn't see that.
or Murder Mystery. Or actually, you know what's one that I'm surprised Kyle didn't take, kind of, just to be honest, is Hotel Transylvania.
Never seen it.
Or Hustle.
I thought about Hustle. Hustle's a great movie.
Hustle is a good movie. That movie's about Andrei Kirilenko. Many people don't know that.
It's also about Juancho Hernan Gomez.
No, it's about Andrei Kirilenko.
He was never drafted by the Celtics.
You can't prove that.
I mean, I can.
Okay, that's fair.
Kendall, did you know what team he was a scout for in the movie?
I do.
Can you name the scout, please?
The team or the scout?
The team.
The Suns.
Wrong.
I disagree.
It was the Sixers.
I mean, I think that could be, disputed.
I don't think so.
I mean, it could.
You're shooting for the stars here, kid, and you're missing.
I'm shooting for the stars.
You aren't the brightest bulb in the tree there, Bob.
Well, in that saying, you're right.
Yeah, but what we're all wanting to know is, how's your penis?
Gray.
Sour.
Did you say sour?
Guys,
disgusting.
guy's got a sour penis.
Take a Sour Patch Kid. They love it.
Tell you what, watching this basketball game is pretty infuriating.
What's the score?
Right now it's 34-30 Houston. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again, though. They're doubling that good kid for Florida. I can't remember his name. And so then other players get the ball and they just keep trying to drive the hoop, and then all the Houston guys come down and block their shot. And then Houston doesn't get, or Florida doesn't get back on defense, and then there's an open three for Houston that they brick.
Hey, the Mets won, Kendall. Oh, Kendall went to go pee.
Nice.
Mets are playing the Marlins. Doesn't fucking count. Got my lunch packed up, my boots tied tight. I hope I don't get in a fight.
Oh, back to
back
school.
to
Back to school.
to prove to that I'm not a fool. Who would eat 30 bags of lunches? It's an underrated part of that movie.
The home, like the home nurse person, she's so funny. The home like maid lady, where she just
the
keeps
black
like
lady?
making, yeah, she just keeps making like sexual advances at him. I'll let you lick my pudding cup anytime you want. What the heck? All right. Oh, good.
It's funny watching games at this minor league park.
Oh, for the Rays?
Athletics.
For
Like,
who?
talk about like a fucking complete 180. Play at the biggest ballpark and now playing at the smallest.
I was watching this video and I tried to share it, but I couldn't. It was somebody ranking all of the best giveaways at every MLB stadium this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get through the whole thing, but like, so like apparently like the Baltimore Orioles, they're doing like Orioles bowling shirts, which is pretty sick. And then like in Tampa, they're doing like a set of 3 bobbleheads where like the base of each bobblehead is like a one's a G, one's an S, and one's an F for George Steinbrenner Field. Like it's like a special one thing. But once again, the White Sox media people just know how to get shit done. Can't put a fucking team on the air or on the field that is any good at all. But they fucking nailed the free giveaway this year.
Oh, what's that?
At one point this year, they're giving away a miniature replica of Comiskey, the OG original Comiskey Park, and it's a functioning AM/FM radio.
That's cool.
It's fucking awesome.
That's funny.
We're probably giving away a T-shirt.
Could be.
Yeah, probably.
Or like a Hawaiian shirt or a
The
TP or
officiating
something.
in this game has been absolutely atrocious.
Back to school.
Back to school.
Sing it, Kendall.
That's so funny.
No,
To prove to that I'm not a fool. Kendall, you're not singing it.
listen, I was told earlier today that I can't sing, so I won't.
Well, she's not here. I think you got I think you got the lips of an angel, Kendall.
Kendall, please sing that.
Lips of an angel?
Well, here we go. Washington Nationals, they're giving away a Washington Nationals themed WWE belt that's a fanny pack.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool. Oh, that's stupid.
What's that?
The fucking Dodgers. Guess what they're giving away?
Otani and fucking nutsack.
No, a World Series replica trophy.
I liked mine
Cool.
better.
The Coors are giving away, or the Rockies are giving away like a fucking T-shirt.
It
They
just
should
says
give away authentic Chris Bryant jerseys.
Yeah, they should. Diamondbacks are giving away
live snake.
fucking. No, they're giving away a polo, but the Cardinals are giving away a Cardinals glove, baseball glove.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're bad. I take it Massey didn't show up tonight.
No. I would like to discuss something about baseball, though.
Yeah, what up, dog?
I'll make it quick. It was one of the things I was talking about earlier. All the fans that are like throwing their hands up in like pissed offness at LA De La Cruz need to all like be like calmed the fuck down.
Why? What happened?
So I forget who they were playing this weekend, but whoever they were playing, the pitcher had a no-hitter going in the 6th. It was like, 1 out in the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And LA De La Cruz came up, and they were like the Reds were. He's the Reds, right? LA De La Cruz. Yeah. I always confuse him with that fucking whatchamacallit.
Oh, Neil Cruz?
Yeah.
On the Pirates.
Yeah, well, they're the same guy.
But fucking LA De La Cruz with 1 out tried to lay down a bunt to get on base. And everybody was roasting him because it's an unwritten rule in baseball that you don't bunt away a no-hitter.
It's the 6th inning.
It's the 6th inning and they were down 2-0. Like, they're still very much in the game.
Right.
It's not like it was the 7th inning and they were down 15-0. Like, then just go up and take your hits like a man.
And they lost 3 games in a row by 1-0.
Yeah. Are the Marlins still just walking everybody off?
No, they're 5-5.
I felt so bad for Jeff that week. That's got to be a rough thing to do. Jeff sat there and watched every inning of all 3 Pirates games just to watch his team get walked off 3 straight days in a row. I mean, that's if that is not like a homicide like starter, I don't know what is.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Faber. Say hello to the guys.
Hello.
Doggy says hello. You need to go to bed. You're tired. Don't shake your head at me. Sorry.
That's right.
Not like Kendall puts us on the air or anything.
It's true. Guy's a
Imagine
real
if this show was
scoundrel.
never recording.
That's like my biggest fear anytime we do this.
So what would we do if that was the case?
I don't know. I mean, either we would just do another day, or, I mean, the thing is, like, basically, it's almost next to impossible to happen because I just watch the Audacity the entire time that we do this. But, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, there's been 2 or 3 times in the 7 or however many year history we've done this that we've started something and like, oh man, I didn't hit record, and we've been 3 minutes in that I've had to like doctor a start. But if we were like an hour and a half in and I didn't hit record, I would just let it go and I would deal with it later.
Yeah, you kind of just have to at that point. But I do have a question, and Kyle's gonna get mad at it, but like it really, really like SGA does not deserve the MVP award, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who else would.
Jokic.
1A, 1B.
It's not 1A, 1B, Kyle. It's not. And the reason it's not, yes, SGA is leading the Rockets to the number 1 seed in the West, averaging 32 points per game. There's no
Thunder.
question about it. Huh?
Thunder.
Thunder, I meant. Sorry. One of the greatest players in the game right now. Absolutely. Jokic is averaging 30, 12, and 10. I'm sorry. It's just like, I understand you don't want to do it, and like the reason, like it's the same thing. Like Joel Embiid deserved to be in the conversation for MVP the year that he won it, but the reason he won it was because of voter fatigue. Like it's like Jokic is the MVP. He just is. He's also second in steals in the NBA.
He's not a real person.
He's so fucking good.
I think that I'm
He's-
better than him at 2K though.
Yeah. Do you remember back when 2K used to like after you did a posterizing dunk, 2K would pause the game and show the vertical of the dunk?
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. You remember when Kendall used to be good at 2K?
No.
Ooh. I don't recall.
When
Kendall,
Kendall was a lower grade
Kendall.
announcer.
No, Kendall, when we were in college, I remember like it was our junior year or something like that, and we were playing a lot of 2K. And you were saying how like, or no, sophomore year, and you were like, yeah, I got this buddy that goes to school in New Haven, and like he always loses to me.
You know, it's funny. The only time I ever beat Kyle in a game was NHL.
Yep.
Only time ever.
Ever again.
A true one-off.
I beat him Paul in NHL.
Multiple times.
The only thing would be like something slightly different that doesn't really count is there has been a time that like playing like Call of Duty I had like a better kill death ratio, but even then that was a rarity.
Well, you would sit in one spot for 90 minutes.
I'm not disputing that is something that has happened, but there has been times where I've had my moments.
True. I got good at NHL for a little while.
Yeah. You did.
I used to score a lot of goals.
Yeah, and Jeff used to get in a lot of fights.
That was his thing.
Did you guys see the most recent signing in the NFL?
Which one?
The Panthers.
No, Matt doesn't send us our signings anymore.
So they just signed Colin Granger to be to play tight end for them, or to be on their roster, for whatever camp and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the name Colin Granger?
Is it Danny's brother?
No. Do you know what Colin Granger was doing just a short month ago?
I know he was playing basketball, but I don't know where.
Yeah, he was the starting center for Coastal Carolina in college. He's 6'9", 230. Dude's a unit.
Welcome to the NFL, Colin.
That guy's not going to last. He's going to hit the knees one time and be done.
I never found that my puppy so beautiful. Sorry.
I just figured you were going to finish the song.
That was it.
Oh, all right. Well, good on you.
Tomato. Is it true what they say, Kendall?
Yes,
All right.
it is true.
Orion did have a penis.
He did. I had 30 at one point.
I never understood the thing in the sky, like Orion's belt. I never see him.
What do you mean see him?
Like see the stars that make whatever.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you don't see Orion though. You just see his belt. It's just like when you lose something.
I don't see it.
That's fine. You just got to know where to look.
Right.
I don't. Like ever.
Well, that's all right. I think
Well,
currently, technically in the sky, in our hemisphere now.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Mm.
There is a puppy on my hands.
I can't confirm nor dispute that.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Mm.
I don't know if we have anything else. That's all I got.
Well, all right.
Where can you find us?
You can find me on the couch watching Florida lose in the national championship game.
Well, I had iced tea. It was solid.
They're fucking down 10. I'm just taking low percentage shot after low percentage shot.
How much time is left?
14.
Yeah, plenty of time.
There's time, but they just don't have anything going on. Like they're not scoring at all. And they're just getting out rebounded and out hustled. Like, I know Houston's a good defensive squad. I'm not saying anything like against that. But like the other thing too is like the refs for this game are called like Houston is just falling. They're tripping over their own feet left and right and like falling on the ground, and they're just calling it every foul. Like Houston's already almost fully in the bonus. Because like every single time a player falls, they just call the foul on Florida. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, I had the Brewport Blood Orange Blonde from Brewport Brewery in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 5.4% ABV. It is a nice, light, refreshing beer with a good blood orange notes. Not really a tropical, but not really overly juicy. Just something simple. And it's actually just they're a brewery, so they obviously brew their own stuff. But they're a tap house and restaurant as well. And I learned this the other day that they actually sell the Blood Orange Blonde 4-1 over every other beer they have on draft, which includes anything like Maine Brewing, Heady Topper, anything like that. All of it 4-1.
Wow.
It's pretty good. So it's the most popular beer. So if you're in the Bridgeport area, it's worth a stop. They got a full service restaurant and everything.
Big fan.
4.2 out of 5.
I finished on my 4 remaining Sierra Nevada beers from the IPA pack, all of which I reviewed already, but I had the Torpedo Extra IPA, the Atomic Torpedo Imperial IPA, the Dank IPA, as well as the Pacific IPA. I enjoyed this pack a lot. My goal setting out for this is I wanted to find like the West Coast IPA, which is something that I've told myself in my head that I liked more, and I found that to be true. Aspects of these beers, I think I like the pioneer component more than the juicier fruits, which these definitely hit that. If I were to rank these out of the 4, I put the Pacific at 1, the Atomic at 2, the Torpedo at 3, and then Dank at 4 in the rankings. But overall, it's a great variety pack. I want to say I paid like, I don't know, $18. I have the receipt somewhere. It's been a while. I drank these over basically a month and a half, but very good. In full, we'll give it a 4.8 out of 5. Would absolutely get again.
Nice. They want to hear more beer reviews. Where can they hear those?
Well, they could hear us on the places where they find our podcasts, which is iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, the places of those sorts, podcast places.
Excellent. And where can they find us on social media?
They can find us at Facebook, Getting Sports with Drunk, Twitter, and Instagram, GSWD_4.
Issues that say GSWD for all your daily uses. Whether it's forgetting to draft Waterboy or what sounds like Kendall just kind of like got like drunk all of a sudden. Did you like just get really drunk?
Well, these beers, Torpedo is
Well, like,
7.2.
Anyway, you were like talking like pretty fine, and then like all of a sudden when we started doing like the reviews, it just sounded like you just turned on a drunk switch.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely caught up. The Atomic is 9.2, the Dank is 8, the Torpedo is 7.2, and the Pacific is 6.2. So,
But Kyle, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like you like I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's just like all of a sudden like you just started like talking like good
it caught up.
for you. Well, thank you for tuning into another episode of Getting Spoiled Drunk, and
Sports.
next week we'll talk some more baseball stuff as the season progresses, and then we're gonna have to start getting ready for the draft. I think at some point. I don't know if that's next week or the week after, but
The week of the 24th or something like that.
is the draft right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably maybe touch a little bit on it next week, and then do our Mike mock draft next week
Yeah.
or the week after. I mean, so we'll do all kinds of stuff. But until those dates, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
On mock.
Gene Washable.
Yes.
And the Rat of Red Baron.
Yeah.